Hello. Welcome, friends. It's Reverend Pat Bessey. It's a Wednesday evening meditation. And I'm here to tell you that I will be the one doing the meditation tonight. Rev Leroy has taken the evening off. So I'm very happy to be here. And if you let me know that you're here, I would really appreciate that. Putting your name in the chat box and letting me know who's here always is a wonderful thing for me to see. So I hope you are having a good day. We have had quite a week so far. I'm sure that you're aware of. And who would have ever thought we would be living in a time like this? Not only are we having coronavirus and being sort of isolated in that, but then to have all of the protests that are going on all over the country. So, Rev Leroy is fine, Carol. Thank you for asking. He just asked me if I'd be willing to do it tonight. So I'm here doing it for him. And I haven't been on with you folks all week because Barbara and Reverend Barbara and Reverend Elizabeth have been doing the daytime one. So I've missed you. And I'm glad I'm here. Hi, Mary Beth. Good to have you with us tonight as well. And I have a few things that I want to share with you before we move into our time of prayer and meditation. One is that the Peace Vigil will happen this weekend at the Rotary of 302 and 202 at 12:15. And if you are interested in being a part of that, Trish Vogel will be there, and she will have signs, and there will be social distancing, and please wear a face mask. But we feel it's really important right now for us to get the message out of love and peace and nonviolence. And so, and we feel it's safe enough to do that at this point. So that will be happening at 12:15 on Sunday. Hi, Kathy. Hello from North Carolina. And then the other important piece I'd like to share with you, and if you've received your heart thoughts tonight and haven't had a chance to read it, you will find it in there. But we are going to be doing a community love gathering. And that will happen on Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. It will be a Zoom call. And what our intention is for that is to have an opportunity for people to share where they are with all that is going on in our country, and to come together to talk about what some steps may be for us to do going forward. You know, our vision statement is centered in divine love. We celebrate a spiritually transformed world. And I think we are in the beginning stages of that transformation. And so what are we being called to do? So I hope that you'll be able to join us. It will probably run no later than 8:30. I'm not sure it will run that long, but depending on the number of people there. But please join us and be part of the conversation and be part of the solution. Hello, Joanne. Nice to see you. New York City being represented here. North Carolina, New York City. Wonderful. Welcome. So those are a couple of things that I wanted to share with you. And so you can get on your calendar if you so choose. And so tonight I'm going to be sharing a reading with you. I've used this book before. It's called I Am With You Always. And it's by Douglas Block. And then I'll read the reading, and then I will ring the bell 3 times, and we will move into meditation. And so the piece that I'm reading tonight is called I Am With You Always, actually, which is the same name as the book. It is impossible for you to be separated from your spiritual nature. No matter how alone you may feel, you are never truly alone. for you live, move, and have your being in spiritual consciousness. This presence can never leave or forsake you. As Jesus told his disciples, "Lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world." Nevertheless, there are times when we feel cut off from our source. But God has not gone anywhere. Through our doubts and fears, we have temporarily blocked our experience of the divine. As they say in Alcoholics Anonymous, if God seems far away, who moved? We can reopen the channels by learning to listen for that still small voice. Each day, we can go into the silence and connect with the indwelling presence. If we faithfully establish and deepen this connection, we will know and feel the truth of the Spirit's wonderful promise, "I am with you always." And from Psalms 139, 7-10, "Whither shall I go from thy spirit, or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me." So now, knowing that there is nowhere that we are that God is not, let us take a moment and get prepared for meditation. I'm going to invite you to take 3 breaths with me, and then I will ring the bell 3 times. So we take the first breath, breathing in as deeply as you can and holding it for just a moment, and then letting it out. Holding it for just a moment again. Now breathe in again as much as you can. Holding it, holding it, holding it, and then let it out. And now one more time. And let it out. And now as we go into that secret room within, allowing yourself to get still and knowing that if your mind starts to wander, just bring it back to your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on the breath. I take from my sureties the power of God to guide me, the might of God to uphold me, the wisdom of God to teach me, the eye of God to watch over me, the ear of God to hear me, the word of God to give me speech, the hand of God to protect me, the way of God to go before me, the shield of God to shelter me. Christ be with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ within me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ at my right, Christ at my left, Christ in the heart of every person who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of every person who speaks to me, Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. That is the prayer of St. Patrick. We sit in conscious, compassionate awareness, and we remember that compassion for ourselves is the beginning of compassion for all. And so, my friends, have a blessed rest of your night. Namaste.